A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. The next chapter in the Star Wars...
Return of the Jedi. Now this is one of my favourite films of all time, and I want to share why that exactly is. Now I'm a huge film buff, as they say. I hate the phrase, but it's true. I've seen hundreds of films, all the supposed greats and all the supposed shiters. I'm not saying I'm some Mark Kermode wannabe, this is strictly my own opinion from my own film knowledge. Which is pretty decent. Right, anyway, here we go. Don't get me wrong though, I know most people are of the opinion that the previous installment, The Empire Strikes Back, is the best film in the franchise. Maybe if you give me a chance, this essay might change your mind.
Coming to a selected theater in your galaxy.
The first reason, characters and context. Now, the core characters in Jedi are amazing. They are fully developed at this point in the trilogy. Luke Skywalker is finally the Jedi Knight that he was meant to be. Leia Organa is once again a strong rebel leader, and Han Solo has finally developed from a scoundrel that thinks for himself and no one else, to a rebel general fighting for a cause. Of course, Leia has the biggest development out of Han and herself, as she's revealed to be the sister of Luke Skywalker. Now, I know some people hate this because of the retcon of the love triangle and whatnot, but hear me out, it also explains a lot, as well as give Leia a bigger reason to continue being a major part of this story. It also explains her strange close connection with Luke at the end of Empire, so think about that. Obi-Wan Kenobi is another character who's seen a completely different light in this film. He's no longer the perfect wise old sage who will guide the young hero. He's a liar, but he is a liar for the greater good of the galaxy. He's also a tragic figure. The Jedi who failed his friend, the Jedi who thought he could train his own student just as well as his own master Yoda. It really is great stuff. I think the biggest character development is turning the Sith Lord Darth Vader into the tragic Jedi Knight known as Anakin Skywalker, who fell from grace. And yes, I bet you're saying, but what about the I am your father moment in Empire? Isn't that the moment that her views of the character was changed forever? Well, let me tell you this. No, it's definitely no. You see, there was no context whatsoever in the I am your father moment. In 1980, it literally could have went any way, no matter what Lucas intended at the time. Vader could have been lying. Vader could have been saying that he was Luke's father and that Anakin Skywalker never was. So just no. It was not until Return of the Jedi that the context of what the line actually meant was confirmed. Basically, while Empire had the line, all of the context and backstory comes in yours truly, Return of the Jedi, okay? The second reason, nature versus technology. Okay, so here it is. The Ewoks are great. They're great and they're cute and I have no problems with them whatsoever. And no, I'm not being sarcastic. You see, they are more than just a simple tribe of teddy bears. George Lucas once said that he wanted the Ewoks to be the complete opposite of the cold calculating machine warfare used by the Empire. The Empire, the one with the advanced weaponry, would be defeated by the most unlikely enemy, the simple-minded, innocent creatures with sticks and stones which will bring them down. The basic ideas for the trilogy was based in Nixon-era America and the Vietnam War. And who won the Vietnam War? Aye, that's right. No you. The third reason, a white hot bacon. Seriously, how can I not mention the Emperor himself? He is well and truly one of the greatest villains to be put on screen, ever. Ian McDiarmid brings the role to life beautifully. I just love everything about it. He reeks of evil and I just love to hate him. If you thought Darth Vader was bad, oh wait till you see this guy. He is the mastermind behind everything that had transpired up until that point. He is the real villain to worry about, and when he is finally betrayed by Vader at the end of the film, I can't help but cheer and also feel a bit sad that that nasty bugger is gone. The fourth reason, fathers and sons. Now this is arguably the best thing about the film in my opinion. Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader are in an extremely complicated relationship as father and son. Luke wants Vader to join him, while Vader wants him to join him on the dark side and be just like him. Really is great to unfold, and that might have sounded a bit confusing, but you know, that's what it is. The end duel in the throne room when Luke faces his father in a duel is more than just a confrontation. It is a suicide mission for Luke. If he dies, then all hope is lost. If he defeats Vader, then he's evil just like his father before him. If he tries to take on the Emperor and defeats him, and he is again just become like his father. It really is a no-win scenario for Luke right through the film, well, this part of the film anyway, the third act, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat for the remainder of the film. That is until Vader, out of nowhere, finally gives in to Luke's wishes and sacrifices himself to destroy the Emperor once and for all.
The final reason, a perfect ending.
The final reason as to why I think Return of the Jedi is the best Star Wars film in the entire saga is that ending. Man, what a perfect ending to a trilogy. With the ultimate evil finally defeated, everyone gets to chill out and celebrate their victory. The music, the scenery, everything about it is just so perfect. I can't explain how good it makes me feel every time I watch the film. Although I prefer the 1997 special edition Victory Celebration theme composed by Williams, as it gives a much more grander feel to it all, I will always love me some Yub Yub Ewok tunes. Thanks for watching. This has been my 5 reasons as to why Return of the Jedi is the best in the entire saga.